up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MTG Malone. We almost did it. The week's almost over. Only 2 more days. 2 more days. So, thank you also very much for tuning in. If you didn't do it already, subscribe to the channel. We're on a road to 1,200, and I have a feeling that we will be getting there sooner than I think. We're almost already at 1,130. So, yeah, it is crazy how fast we're growing right now. So, I appreciate it very much. Thank you all so freaking much. But enough yammering. Let's get into my first historic hammering. This is my first historic deck that I will be presenting on this channel, and I'm so freaking happy. I browsed on Facebook a little bit, I posted my video, and somebody said his favorite new card is the Snow-Covered Island because it triggers both of the scraps, and I was like, right, there's 2 of them. So, Lucius showed me his list. Thank you very much, Lucius. I appreciate it very much. And showed me his list, and I was like, this looks pretty freaking sweet. But yeah, I changed things just around, just a little bit more to my taste, because there is a card that I want to talk about that also gives a name to this deck. But before we do this, just as I was finished playtesting this deck yesterday evening, I went into YouTube and I saw this. Yes, but to be fair, they are 2 completely different decks. They're both Iceberg Cancrix decks, but still, CGB beat me to it just a little bit, but still I'm doing it. I'm still doing it. I don't think that we will be the only 2 people that are building an Iceberg Cancrix decks, and his one is just a little different. He didn't play it on ranked. I will play it on ranked. So, there you have it, the difference. Thanks again, Lucius, for the deck idea, and yeah, let's get over it. So, the deck is called Brew. What? Because of the Bruvac. If an opponent would mill 1 or more cards, they mill twice that many cards. This is insanity. This is literal insanity. If you have your Bruvac out and a Teferi's Tutelage, every time you draw a card, they will mill 4 just for you beginning your turn. And let's just say you have a Ruin Crab out and a Bruvac, and you play one of your favorite passages, they will mill 12 just for you playing a land. That is just brew. What? Insane. Freaking insane. So this is a hardcore full-on mill deck. There's nothing else, no counter spells, no nothing. I had 1 space left. That is why I put in a River's Rebuke. And yeah, maybe that will save our sweet Maloney behind. I really hope so. Because if you're arriving at 6 mana and they're just about to finish you off, this is very good. So, but what else is there about this deck? Well, the new card, the Iceberg Cancrix. And this is a common. Crazy. Whenever another snow permanent enters the battlefield under your control, you may have target player mill 2 cards. But when doesn't that happen? And look, he's even holding a little card in his hand, like he's saying, look at this card. You aren't gonna play it anymore. So, you play the Iceberg Cancrix. Turn 3, you play another Iceberg Cancrix. It triggers itself. And then you play another one. It triggers itself. And then you play Snow-Covered Island. It triggers all 3 of them. They mill 6. It is just so sweet. Maybe it's not as strong as the Ruin Crab. That is a 0/3 for 1 mana that activates 3 for each single land. But these 2 together are such a good team. This one chills on the beach. This one chills in the Arctic. So, they're good friends. And it's just a little bit slower because it chills in the Arctic. But it has a bigger behind. So it's a 0/4. So it can even block a little bit better. And yeah, if you play your Ruin Crab into Iceberg Cancrix, into Bruvac, into Teferi's Tutelage, you will mill him so freaking hard. So let's just say you have 1 Teferi's Tutelage out with your Bruvac and you play your Into the Story. Normally, this would mill him 16. But now, it mills him 32 cards. 32 freaking cards. What am I saying? 8 and then 16. But if you have 2 Teferi's Tutelage out, it's 32 cards. I know math. Okay, I can count. This is just insanity. You draw 4, you mill him 2 for each card. It's 8. I know. Okay, I'm sorry. I misspoke. So, and then we have the Psychic Corrosion. This is a card that I played when I started playing Arena so much. So freaking much. I love this card. It is even in my commander deck because it is just So freaking sweet. Whenever you draw a card, it's just like the Teferi's Tutelage. Without the draw a card, discard a card. So the Teferi's Tutelage is a little bit better, but these two together are such a good team. So the rest of the deck is card draw. We have 4 opts, we have 4 Charter Cores. You draw a card and then you discard a card unless you attacked with a creature, but you could attack it with one of your crabs or with the Grand Eloquent. Brew, what, you're a crazy card. Then the Frantic Inventory, if you know me, you know this is one of the draw cards of my choice always. You draw 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and with the Teferi's Tutelage and the Psychic Corrosion, that is just so freaking good. Then we have, as I said, the River's Rebuke and the Into the Story. And trust me, as soon as you arrive on turn 4, you will be able to play the Into the Story always. If you have a Ruin Crab into Iceberg Cancrix, it is just so easy. If you have 2 Ruin Crabs or even 3, and the Grand Eloquent is out, oh man, such a turbo mill deck. So this is just milling, nothing else. No counters, no shenanigans, only hardcore milling. So we have 20 beautiful snow islands because, yeah, of the Iceberg Cancrix. And then we have 4 Fabled Passages because of the Ruin Crab. Because, as I said, if your Ruin Crab is out together with your Bruvac and you put down the Fabled Passage, that is 12 cards just for playing a land in turn 4. In freaking sanity, but it is about to happen, I am sure. I am freaking sure. So, let me know what you think of me playing Historic, because I think that there's some even crazier jank that we will be able to pull off. And this deck isn't even that expensive, so if you want to build it yourself, the only cards you need to craft is the Bruvac. Just the Bruvac. The rest is only commons and uncommons, and we always have those available. 71 uncommons. And a Fabled Passage, I think everyone has a Fabled Passage, but if you don't, you can put in whatever you want. Even just more Snowlands, or you can just put in the Evolving Wilds. Yeah, that is the one, Evolving Wilds. And the rest, maybe the River's Rebuke can be exchanged for something else that isn't a rare, but this is very budget friendly with these 4 cards being the only of higher rarity, and the rest is freaking affordable. So, let me know what you think about Malone delving into Historic. Show me those sweet, sweet Historic decks. I really have no idea what we will be messing with. It will be freaking crazy. And I think Historic is even faster, even freaking crazier than Standard. Just imagining what cards are still in there. Holy smokes. Holy freaking smokes. I remember so many cards right now that were so crazy and broken already back then. Mushed together in one big pile of historic madness. So, thank you all so very much. I'm MTG Malone, and I will see you in those evil games. So yeah, I playtested this deck yesterday for 2 or 3 games, and they were pretty good, to be honest. If you get your combo off with the Bruvac, it is pretty good. Permissions 0330. Whatever that means. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. This is exactly what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. What a freaking curve. What a freaking curve. What a nice freaking sleeve. I love it. I love it. The little popper. So we have no clue what we're up against. Mulliganing 1 could mean anything. And this is Historic where I only know like half of the cards. Maybe a good 2/3, but that's it. Oh baby, he's playing the same deck that I am playing, I think, but in another version. So, oh, he's not. He's also playing green. So, let us see what he does. Let us just see what he freaking does. But next turn we're putting down the Bruvac. Oh, we even have another one. I wish we could have put him down before the land, but yeah, we can't. We can't. So this is 5 cards gone just for playing the land. I freaking love it. Freaking love it. Of course, take action. He just surrenders. My first game, and he just surrenders. Okay. Well, we had a pretty good curve anyway, so we would have gotten him sooner or later. I mean, we got him 16 cards already. And then with the Bruvac, each single turn for each land, we would have milled him for 10. Genius. Genius. Alright, so the first game was free. Sadly, the first game was free. I like to Felipe Sivariquelme. Oh, he's getting close to the numbers. Maybe we can deny him. We're going first. I like this hand. I freaking like this hand. We're keeping our opt for the Psychic Corrosion. Playing our Iceberg Cancrix into Psychic Corrosion, into the story. It is just fair freaking magic. Alright. Oh, he's playing elves. Okay, we need to be super fast. We need to be super fast. We found another opt, which isn't even that bad. And the Iceberg Cancrix has a big booty, so we can chill for one turn here. Putting down the Psychic Corrosion next turn. And then from there on, we will mill him so much that the Into the Story will be very freaking fast. So yeah, Psychic Corrosion versus Teferi's Tutelage. The Tutelage is just better. Oh lord. Okay, he kept a one-lander. And he has a big boy now himself. But if he really kept a one-lander, he did not. Okay. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Another Cancrix. That means we're playing the Cancrix. Because yeah, milling him for 4 here is just a little bit better. Just a little freaking bit better. Even for 6. Alright, so he's on 45, turn 3. That is pretty sweet. And we can wait what he does here. Let's hope he doesn't have another red source. So 6 cards in his graveyard. He does not have another red source. I like that very much, but he could have a questing beast here. Could have it. Is he attacking in with everything? He is. So we're totally gonna throw one of our crabs under the bus to prevent some damage here. If he has a Bone Crusher Giant to kill one of my crabs, that's just how it is. But it's totally worth it. Hopefully we find a land here. I think I should use the opt just to make sure that we find a land. Okay. That's not a land. But finding a land here, oh man, okay. Okay. So, this is pretty freaking sweet because now we mill him even freaking more. Now we mill him for 7 or for 8. I'm sorry, I can count. I can count. So, 6 because of the Ruin Crab, 2 because of the Iceberg Cancrix. So he's down to 36 cards. And it will be less and less every single turn. So let's just hope he doesn't have another red source here. Always hoping for not another red source. But we have the Into the Story. And I think I can take one single hit here. I think I can take it. Alright, he didn't have anything to destroy my creatures. That is pretty good. Does he have another Domri's Ambush? That is the question. Oh, I love seeing all these old cards. Oh, the Scavenging Ooze. Pretty good card for this kind of situation. Yeah, you can take care of that. I really don't mind. Your life total means nothing to me. Your life total absolutely means nothing to me. Alright, he's eating his own creatures. Cannibalism initiated. So we're using the Into the Story here absolutely in main phase. We drew a land. That is also pretty freaking sweet. Pretty freaking sweet. Alright. So milling him another 5. Yes, so he's on 28 here. Now we're drawing 4 cards and we found a Bruvac, which is pretty freaking sweet. Alright. All freaking right. I freaking love it. So we're putting down another Ruin Crab, just in case we really need to block something here, like the Scavenging Ooze. And I think I will block the Scavenging Ooze with my Iceberg Cancrix. Or do I? Or do I? Yeah, I absolutely will. He doesn't have another rat, so that means he doesn't have another... he can't have the Embercleave. Okay, okay. So this is make or break. 19 cards left in his library. He will have 17 just beginning of our turn. We put down the Bruvac. We put down the Fabled Passage. We put down the Teferi's Tutelage. We will do a lot of damage here to his library. Yes, yes. A lot of damage to his library. Okay. We were faster than a Gruul deck. I can't believe it, but I think we have him. I just need to count. So this is 2. This will mean 17. If we put down the Bruvac, that would be 12 for playing a land. Yeah. We totally have him. We freaking totally have him. Denied the entry into the top 1,500. Yeah, do it, my friend. Do it. I couldn't care less. So we're putting down the Bruvac here. Playing a Fabled Passage. Milling him for 12. Just for playing a land. Just for playing a freaking land. It is freaking insanity. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's dance a little bit. I love it. I freaking love it. We could even have milled him more. But this is insanity. This is a Gruul deck. We beat a Gruul deck. We were faster than a freaking Gruul deck with milling. Oh. Oh, man. Sweet. Sweet. Oh, man, Brew. What? Insanity. King of Mars. King of Mars. But he's a queen. Alright, the opponent goes first. Never like to see that. But we have an Iceberg Cancrix and a Psychic Corrosion. So let us hope that he's not another Gruul deck. He is not. He's Dimir. Okay. But he could also be Grixis. Could also be Grixis. We found another Iceberg Cancrix. That is pretty sweet. But we're looking for a land now. That is why we'll use the opt end of turn just to be sure. He is Grixis. Alright. Just as I freaking thought. He could have a counter spell, but that is totally fine with me. Oh, it's been the longest time that I've used an opt. Sadly, we can't take this. Sadly, we need a land. Alright, we found a land. Freaking found a land. Here comes a Cancrix number 1. I hope it resolves. It does resolve. Pretty sweet. Pretty freaking sweet. Alright. Oh, he's playing all the colors. Okay. So white is the only color that's missing here. Oh my lord. It's a Tibble's Trickery deck. Come on, bust. Bust. Yes! He busted. He busted. That's what you get for playing the Trickery, man. Oh! Not in Mythic Historic as well. Crazy. Crazy. What have we done to deserve this? Nothing. But we're playing a busted deck as well. So yeah. Serves you well, my friend. King of Mars. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, we're 3-0. 2 of those were free wins. Not gonna complain. Not gonna complain at all. The first one, he surrendered after 2 turns or 3. And the third one, come on. Nuclear Gandhi. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. The opponent's going first, but we have a Ruin Crab and 2 lands. And we have a Char de Course. So we can attack in with the crab. And yeah, not discard a card. So let's just hope that we find one more land and we're freaking good to go. Freaking good to go. Alright, he's not doing anything turn 1. Was that a wise decision, my friend? But he could be whatever. He could even have board wipes. But we will see. Maybe it's just a token generator. He's a gate stack. Alright, let's mill him all the freaking gates. Let's just mill him all the freaking gates. So, what kind of a gate deck is he? Is he... Oh, he has another Selesnya guild gate. Interesting. But we found another land. And now we're milling him 6 just for playing a freaking land. I still love it. I still freaking love it. Alright. So next turn we put down the Teferi's Tutelage. We have him at 7 cards in his graveyard already. Turn 2. 7 cards in his graveyard already. But I mean, this is just like in standard. Alright. So he's a Gatebreak Ram deck. That is totally good. Oh, this will hurt so much next turn. This will just hurt so freaking much next turn. I hope that our little Ruin Crabs will survive one more turn. Just one more turn. Alright. So I think the Char de Course can go here, because we have the Into the Story and we have a Teferi's Tutelage. And we maybe don't want to attack in with our Ruin Crabs. We will see. This is so beautiful. This is such a beautiful guild gate. So he's full on gates. full on gates. But we're full on mill, so yeah, the gate breaker ram. That is fine. He's on 35 already, so we have a little time. We have a little time. Only a little time. But we have it. We freaking have it. So, another Teferi's tutelage. This is just perfection. This is just freaking perfection. Alright. Alright. All we need to do is to survive just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. We didn't even have our Bruvac. All we had were 2 freaking crabs and 3 freaking Teferi's tutelages. You don't even need the Bruvac. Brew, what? Alright, Nuclear Gandhi, I'm sorry, but next turn, you're just gonzo. You're just gonzo, yeah. We don't even need to play the Teferi's tutelage. He can get in there for as much damage as he wants. I don't think that he has... Oh, he has 2 Gate Colossuses, so that means next turn it's 4 lands, 4 cards down. Yeah, this game is over. This game is over. He doesn't even know, but this game is freaking over. So we're milling him for 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, oh my lord, 14 cards left. 6 are down. Now there's only 12 cards left. And we have the Into the Story. So let's use it here. Making a mill, freaking 16 cards. And here's even the Bruvac. Oh my lord, what's going on? Sweet. Baby, Jesus destroying historic as well. We're in it to win it. Alright, so up until now we were pretty freaking happy with what we did. Pretty freaking happy. Now King, he's in the numbers. He could be the one destroying us. But we will find out. Oh, what a sweet freaking hand. What a sweet freaking hand. And we're going first. Oh, and we didn't even put the bear on black one single time. Oh, but what a free hand. What a free hand. So, the Iceberg Cancrix will come down next turn. We will mill him 5 each single turn. He really is it? Isn't he? Alright, so here's 3. Getting rid of some of his stuff. Now, here's the Iceberg Cancrix. We're giving him the fish slap because we're in such a good mood. So I hope that we can find an untapped land. If we find an untapped, well, it doesn't really matter. We couldn't play the Bruvac anyways before we play the land, so it does not really matter. Always getting rid of the Ruin Crab. Wise decision, my friend. Wise decision. Alright. So we're putting down the Fabled Passage here. And next turn we have our Bruvac, we have the Opts, and I think that I want to use both Opts. So milling him another 2 here. Alright. So because I really need to find what I want, I need to use the Opts here. And that's what I want to do, using the Opt. He might have a counter spell. Another Bruvac. You know what, if he has a counter spell, having another Bruvac isn't even... Excuse me. Too much coffee isn't even that bad. Charted course, not exactly what we need. We need a land. That's not a land. Alright. Oh, what? How many non-lands were on top? How many non-lands were on top? So we cried 2 cards away. We got the Bruvac. Yep, that is why I kept the other one. We're still giving him the good old fish slap. Well, it's a crab slap. But still, giving him the fish slap always is nice. And we can draw 4 cards if we want to. This is kind of nasty. But we're still playing the Iceberg Cancrix here. Maybe I should have played the Bruvac, but hey. We need to find some land. That sadly is not a land. It is pretty good, but it is not a land. Alright, we keep this. We keep this in our hand. So next turn with the Bruvac, we can do a lot of stuff. Unless he has another counter spell. So maybe we should have played the Bruvac here, who knows. Let's just hope he doesn't have another counterspell. Let's just hope for the best. Don't you have it? Don't you freaking have it? He does not have it. Alright. So we're milling him for 8 here, which is pretty freaking sweet. Pretty freaking sweet. Aww, the Brazen Borrower. We're not milling him for 8. We're only milling him for 4. But that is still totally fine. Still totally fine. So he's on 37. But as I said, this is looking pretty good for him. Because we have lost our reverse Bruvac. But we're still putting down the Bruvac here. But we're dead pretty soon. Oh my lord, he has them all. He just has them all. So with this we're shuffling our library, so it could mean that our chance to finding a reverse Bruvac aren't too bad. Aren't too bad. Alright. And of course we take action. So he can't play the Brazen Borrower this turn, but we have our Frantic Inventory. I mean, he will get in for a lot of damage here still. Still for a lot of damage. But we're trying to draw a card here. Well, that's not even too bad. We're still milling him for 4 here, which is pretty sweet. So, the Charted Course. First off, we're playing the Iceberg Cancrix lands. So we're milling him for another 4. But we're just a little bit too slow. Losing our Bruvac was pretty bad. So then we attack in. You might be wondering why, but this is why. So we can still find some answers. We can still find some answers. And now we use the Into the Story just to replenish our hand. If he has another counterspell here, okay. Well, this is pretty bad. Pretty bad, not gonna lie. So we have one more turn unless he has a shot to the face. If he has a shock to the face, he does have a shock to the face. Well, good game. He got us real good. Good game, my friend. Now, King, you were the one who finally defeated us. Beaten by a king feels not even half that bad. Feels not even half that bad. I got to admit, I freaking like the historic decks that we have seen until now. Iceman. Well, I am the Iceman. I have all the icy crabs. We're going first. Yeah, this is okay. This is absolutely okay. We don't have any of our crabs, but we have a Bruvac into Teferi's Tutelage, which is brutal. Freaking brutal. So, Iceman, what do you deliver? What kind of ice cream do you have for me? Don't you tell me that you are mulliganing down to 4, playing... okay, you're not. That is nice to see. So if we find an untapped land, I will play it here. Thought Seizure. Thought Seizure. Give it to me. Oh, Witch's Oven. Alright. That is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet indeed. We found a Charted Course, so we aren't going to, are not going to. Whatever I want to say, we are just not going to play the snow-covered island here. Another Witch's Oven, alright, getting in pretty hardcore. I don't know if I like to see that. But we have 2 Bruvacs, so what could go wrong? And we have 2 Teferi's Tutelages, so we're trying to put 1 Bruvac down. We will see what he does here. He has a 1 mana spell. I don't know what it could be. But we need to learn about Historic. As I said, pretty soon I want to be playing it. A lot. Yeah, look at the Bruvac. Look at it weep. Oh man, I wish this wasn't legendary. But I think there was ways to make this work even better. Even freaking better. So, he doesn't do anything here. Like to see that. Like to freaking see that. So, is he putting down some stuff, or is he just taking care of my Bruvac? He's not doing anything. Frickin' love it. Frickin' love it. Nice. Thanks. Okay. What is he going to do here? Killing the Bruvac? You can do that. I have another one. Alright, so what is he doing? Is he just mad now? Is he just... oh, he's not mad. Okay. Like to see that. Like to frickin' see that. We found a land, which is pretty good. So I think I'm going to get rid of the Frantic Inventory. It only draws us 1 card, but the Charted Course draws us 2 cards, which is pretty sweet. Alright. Alright, getting rid of a lot of stuff here. I like to see that. I like to see that. So, We got rid of a Cauldron Familiar. We got rid of a Croxa. We can attack him for one. We are the attacking deck now. He didn't find a land, but he has 2 Witches' Ovens. So we are... I think we're fast enough again. I think we are fast enough again. Iceman, you making me sweat. Oh, scry on top. Just scry on top. You do scry on top. Have you forgotten what I'm doing? I'm milling so hard. Oh, a Ruin Crab? Well, that's not really useful here. But we will see what we draw with the Teferi's Tutelage. Milling him for 4 just for drawing a card feels so freaking sweet. And we have another one. We have a freaking other one. So, can we find a land here? Can we find a land? We couldn't find a land. So, I think I want to get rid of the Iceberg Cancrix here. It's not very overperforming, but we're milling him for another 8. Another freaking 8. Oh, Brew, what? This is turn 4 and he's on 35 already. Now we even have the Ruin Crab. So, I wonder why he's holding priority all the time. I really wonder why. So we're not attacking in anymore. Our Bruvac is way too important. Way too importante. So hopefully we can find a land here. Because if we can... He has a Croxa. Alright. So what are we getting rid of? I think the second Bruvac. We're milling him fast enough, even without the Bruvac. Oh man! This is insanity! This is just insanity! Milling him so fast! This is turn 4 and he's on 34 already. Oh man, I freaking love it. Oh, now he has something. Now he has the answer. Well, it is still just a little too late because I don't think that you have anything. Well, exile all of my cards. I really don't care about it. Alright, we're still milling him 4 here. Still milling him freaking 4. And next time we will mill him 6. So, we will do it like this. Put down the Psychic Corrosion. Attack in with the Crab. And then we mill him 6 more. Oh, and we now found even another Teferi's Tutelage. All the freaking Teferi's Tutelages. Oh, baby. This is so brutal. This is so insane. Dude, what's going on? We're even milling him more than 6. I didn't even count it. It was 12. He has 14 cards left in his library in turn 5. And he surrenders. Another freaking insane. What is going on? What is going on? Oh, crazy. I love it. I love it so much. Alright, those games were so freaking fast. The Turbo Mill. We have time for one more. We have time for one more game. Oh, Bruvac. Galicia. With a companion. Okay, so they're also already... Oh, it's a Yorion. So, this is the final boss. The Yorion. Can we mill the 80 card deck? He's going first. Don't like to see that. But we will see what we draw. Maybe we keep our Ruin Crab. We're not keeping it. I don't think that he's playing black. But we will find out very soon. If he is, well, that's bad luck. That is just bad luck. But he's playing Snow at least. That much I know. And he explored. Draw a card. I'm fine with that. Totally fine with that. He's ramping real good. Ramping like a real champion. Alright, but we milled him some lands. So end of turn we can Frantic Inventory. And then next turn we have the Teferi's Tutelage. So maybe we can be fast enough. But I think he will sooner or later be playing a Nugan. Another freaking Explorer. Let us try to find something sweet here. Well, lands are never bad in this deck. Lands are never freaking bad in this deck. But he didn't find... Oh, he did find a land. Okay. I repeat, he did find a land. But we found another Frantic Inventory. Got rid of one of his Ugins. Which is pretty freaking sweet. Alright. So, I think the charter course here can go. Because we have the Into the Story. We have the Frantic Inventory. Holy smokes. Extra turns, eh? 2, 4, 6. Well, 5, 6. Here it is. I can count. I can count. Math is for blockers anyways. So, sooner or later we will be able to use the River's Rebuke here. So, we can take a small hit. We can take it. Oh, non-land permanents. That is bad. That is bad. And he's ramping even more. What the heck is going on? He has so much mana here. He does have so much freaking mana. It's not even funny anymore for us. Alright. So this is the power of freaking Historic. We will draw 4 cards here. We need to find good answers. Okay. Well, those weren't too good of answers, but we at least mill him. And now he's only down to freaking 43? 45. Okay. So we aren't attacking in, and we get rid of 1 snow-covered land here. But depending on what he does here, we still have a small chance. A small one. Just a small one. If he has an Ugin here, we're pretty screwed. So we can still take 1 hit. But next turn we need to block. Sadly, throw away the crab. Throw away our crab. Oh, what? Oh, he had it? He freaking had it? Oh, that is brutal. That is freaking brutal. So we milled him 1, but he still had 1. That is pretty bad for us. That is pretty freaking bad for us. So we need to block here, but we're still taking 6. So no matter what we do here, we're freaking dead. Yeah, doesn't even matter if we block here. If he has another thundering whatever that was, he does have it. What? It's an 80 card deck. How can you have all of the same? And now even a Nugan. Holy smokes. Holy freaking smokes. What the heck was that? Historic, everybody. Wow. Wow. I'm utterly blown away. Utterly freaking blown away. Oh boy, these games were pretty freaking insane, bro. What? Crazy. This card is so freaking insane. It enables mill like there's no tomorrow. It is just so insane. I really want that card in my commander deck. I need to check it out. Really put it in there. This is insanity. This is just freaking insanity. I could even make him my commander, and I think I will. I think I freaking will make a Bruvac the Grand Eloquent commander deck. Insanity. If you count in how many possibilities there are, oh man, I will be building so many freaking mill decks. And yeah, the last game, what the heck was that? Crazy. Just freaking crazy. That was just like typical Yorion, 2 Karn Sundering in 1 hand. Oh man. But yeah, something needed to stop us sooner or later. And yeah, we were stopped by the crazy deck. We couldn't mill the Yorion deck today, but I will build around this deck just a little bit more. I think there should be maybe some counter spells. And to be honest, the Iceberg Cancrix didn't perform as well as I wish it would be. Yes, it is interesting to have 2 of these, but milling only 2 is just too slow. For 2 mana, it is just too freaking slow. I think the Ruin Crab is just so much freaking better. So, Ruin Crab is just better. Nothing to say about that. The Cancrix, just a little too slow in my opinion. Yes, it is cute with his little card in his hand, but just a little bit too slow in my opinion. So, let me hear what you think about me playing Historic. I really want to know your thoughts. If you're only into Standard or if you like to see some Historic from time to time, because I really want to delve into it. I got some very generous donations in the last live stream and I want to put that all into Historic. So, if you want to see me do that, let me know. Also, tomorrow will be the Q&A video, and I think Saturday maybe there will be a live stream. We will see. We will see if I find the time. So, if you made it this far, you obviously enjoy what you're seeing, and thank you very much for watching until the freaking end. I appreciate it very freaking much. And if you didn't do so already, smash that subscribe button, become part of the community, join the Discord, help me reach the next freaking big milestone of 1,200. Maybe we can do it even this month. It would be freaking insanity. It is just crazy how fast we're growing. I know I already said it in the intro, I think. It is just so much time passed since then. But it is freaking crazy. So thank you all so very much. I am MTG Malone, and I will see you all tomorrow.